You like it this fucking goddamn close? Look in there. Look in there. Look at its 40-year-old fucking nostrils.
Hey, welcome to Let's Make a Beat. I'm Chris from Endless Production.
Fucking nostrils.
I'm here with Kyle from the Archeologist. How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing guitar?
About 9 years now.
9 years?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 25, to think about it for a second.
You had to think about it? Yeah, I guess I'm kind of old myself. What's going on with you right now musically? I mean, what have you been up to, and you're in a band called the Archeologist. It's a self-project where you do everything yourself, and you produce the drums and the guitars and pretty much do all the mixing and the writing all on your own. Now you're trying to actually put a band together and get out there and start playing, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
So I've got an EP coming out in probably about a month. And in the meantime, I'm working on getting the live band together too and bringing in some new people.
That's awesome.
So turn it into a whole, full real band.
Yeah. Well, that would be You don't want to be one of those guys up there like a drum machine and you're just like playing all this stuff by yourself, right?
Yeah, trying to avoid that.
Cool. What we're trying to do here with this channel, what we're trying to get started is we want to try to show the viewers out there that it's easy to make music. Did you want
Something like that, maybe,
Yeah.
Why not? Or dueling banjos?
You know that one? And that anybody can kind of put it together, and that it's not so hard, and sort of demystify the process by bringing in talented musicians in, and then using our production studio here at Endless Productions to show if you have just like a few chords and you have a little know-how that you can throw something together. And this is obviously for musicians that kind of have a little bit of experience playing, have somewhat of an interest in music and want to go somewhere in music. So that's kind of why you're here today. But I also do want to do a plug and kind of get you going on what's going on in your life too. So that's pretty exciting that you guys are getting together. You're jamming pretty soon here with these new members, right?
Yeah, starting next week, hopefully.
Awesome. Cool. So what we're going to probably end up doing is we're going to go over here to the studio section. I'm going to probably throw you some, general chords or something, or maybe you have something maybe kind of prepared where we're kind of talking. You play guitar mostly, right?
Yeah, that's my main
But
thing.
you also do other stuff too. Obviously.
Yeah, but it always starts with guitar for me.
Yeah.
For the songs.
It always starts with the guitar line, never starts with drums or anything like that? Always starts on the guitar?
Usually no. Yeah, almost, I would say at least 99% of the time starts with, guitar, and I've got some riffs, and then I start putting riffs together and thinking of more riffs that could go with those.
Okay.
Then after that, then I add the drums and then vocals at the end.
You use Guitar Pro too, right?
I do, yeah.
To kind of structure the song and kind of like listen back to it before you actually start recording all the stuff?
Yeah, so all the riffs still come from, jamming, like how most people would do it, but
right.
But Guitar Pro is a big part of the writing process for me, just being able to have the riffs there and try putting them in different orders and hearing them, adding layers on top of those riffs and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's cool. It can it orchestrates, got horns.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much like a recording studio. Like,
there's Kyle the dial in Kyle. That should be your nickname.
Kyle the dial.
Yeah, man, because you dial in the good tone.
It's new for me. I got it because I teach guitar. I got it to top stuff out and to like help people, but I've been starting to learn more people use it for writing. So I'd like to get interested in seeing how we would do that.
Yeah.
So maybe we should head on over there.
I will crush you.
I would start thinking about what would come in next. So like maybe you do that a couple times and then like the drums will hit and it'll have like a lower part coming at the same time over it.
Yeah.
There's this chord here where sometimes it's told to do something that you wouldn't hear.
Right, I would start to do a few things. Normally what I've been doing nowadays is I've been running like getting all the guitars in and then coming back and doing the drums.
Okay.
That's kind of just to save time.
Sure.
Because if I get a guy in here, like, when I do my lessons and he wants to record in an hour, and I have you, like, next.
You gotta get the tracking out of it.
Yeah, so I just have him run all through the guitars and then come back and do the drums. If I have more time, I would spend a lot of time on the drums, like on each section as one more.
Yeah.
But you can still go back and do this, sort of that same thing. this to sound like a music box, and I want it to sound real nice,
Another
like.
thing I was gonna ask too.
Yes. You want one? Yes.
Or it's vice versa. They do this one major, then they go. So they do the 4-chord minor.
Yeah.
That's actually more common, like to do like.
Of course, yeah. That's like probably the most common.
Sometimes I get lonely and I say, Steven Tyler, where you at? I love Aerosmith. Ow.
Alright, so we're back and we're trying to discuss, I guess, the ending credits of how we created what we did today. We just kind of did like a verse, kind of groove kind of thing, and then just kind of looped and then kind of added in a couple layers to it, so a clean guitar and a dirty guitar. How did you kind of come up with that? Like,
Sure. So, I mean, what I came in with today was just this chord progression I came up with, a couple days ago, and I was just kind of jamming. Actually, this is kind of what we started with. It's got that one chord there that's kind of out of the key.
so what are the chords? Like D minor, right? And we kind of said this is like a ninth or
Yeah. So this one,
or maybe
I
an added.
well, yeah. So I wanted to stay on that same note with the last
Right.
two chords. When we got the G major and the G minor. So I went down. I saw this note sounded cool over. That bass note kind of gives it some different.
And that's that would be a
I think it turns it into like
E flat, right? E flat.
yeah, it turns it into like a major 7 chord.
Yeah. It's nice. I like that.
Yeah. So we tracked that, and then
We did some generic
I kinda
drums
just-
on it.
Yeah, some generic drums. You notice one of the kind of built-in
Yeah.
drum loops,
Just,
right?
just pulled it out of my butt.
But it sounds cool though. And that's kind of the feel I was going for. You
Yeah.
know, like kind of the same tempo and where the snares hit is kind of how I imagined it.
Well, what was interesting though is that you thought of it as 160 though when you laid the tempo to kind of give the double clicking, so you can have a better, easier time laying the tempo. And then we laid the drums and it was like way too fast, so then we had to subdivide, right? So we
Right.
chopped it down to 80.
Yeah, so 160 or 80, just half time the same.
So it gives it kind of a better feel for groove.
So yeah, so we added that and the drums, and then I kind of just
Played a lead or something over, right?
yeah, I
Do a
just
little-
noodled around for a while until I found some notes I liked, and then
It's kind of following the chord tones, right, or the notes.
Exactly,
Like, you're not
yeah.
really thinking of a scale. You're just kind of finding the notes higher and. Kind
exactly that's what I think about, because I mean I kind of start this by moving around by ear, but then I actually think about like, okay, what notes are in that chord that's underneath it, and that's
Right.
and just kind of matching it with that.
Way up high in no man's land.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I have to have the 24 fresh for that one.
yeah.